Hello, Gonzalo. Good evening, sir. Sorry for the delay. I had a call.
Don't worry, my friend. How are you? Good evening.
Work, busy, always.
Well, work doesn't seem to,
Stop.
but better that we have a lot of work than we don't have none, right?
Right. Yes, I know. Well, it's Thursday, so
At
what can
least
I
the week
say?
is ending.
I know. All right,
Yes.
sir. So you ready for practice?
Ready. Have you been able to read the essays? Maybe?
I had meetings all afternoon, Gonzalo.
Don't worry, my
I
friend.
haven't had a chance, man. I haven't had a chance. What I'm gonna do after class is I'm going to take my dogs for a walk because they're waiting for me.
Okay.
Also, they have a ticket, they're waiting for the
Yeah.
ticket at a certain
No.
time. Just
Okay.
do whatever I have to do, come back, take a shower, and read at night. Okay.
Okay, my friend. Don't worry about
I
it.
should have something graded this night, and you should have something tomorrow morning. So yes, sorry about the delay, man. Just I have so many things pending also, right? And
Okay.
I
I
owe
understand.
I owe it to these boys. Yesterday I didn't take them for a walk, so they were like pissed off in the morning. they
Don't
were
worry, my friend.
they were
I
pissed off.
understand.
They were angry in the morning. They got uh, a piece of carton and they
Okay.
broke it and they left a mess in the living room. Like, this is
Oh
what we
yeah.
do, man.
If you don't take us out,
This is me angry.
we are going to rip your house apart.
No, they won't do it because they know I get pissed. But they know my limits, so they just tested me.
Yes, right. Okay.
All right, so
Don't
let's
worry, my
continue
friend.
with the
Okay.
exercises. So Daniel's interview doesn't go too well. What mistakes does he make? But before that, let's go with the vocabulary. Are
Okay,
you
I'm
ready?
ready. Yes.
Let's stepping stone.
A stepping stone. Okay, maybe it is a stage or step that helps achieve a goal.
Okay. What about fluent?
A fluent. He is able to speak a language easily and quickly.
Okay, sounds fair. A managee?
Manager, chief executive officer, the highest level manager in a company. I know that's CEO.
Okay.
Yes. Person who is managed by a manager.
Yes, manager. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Motivation.
A strong feeling of wanting to be as successful in life and achieve great things.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. It is a feeling of enthusiasm, interest, or commitment.
Enthusiasm, interest, or commitment. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Ambition, that's a strong feeling of wanting to be as successful in life and achieve great things.
Okay. That would be the one,
C.
right?
Yes. Okay.
And hardware?
Hardware, it is the physical part of a computer, and also a position is a level or rank of employment in a company.
Okay, good. Are any of these new to you?
Maybe the stepping stone, because I was thinking that it instead of being a stage or step that helps achieve a goal, I was thinking that was something that pull you back, you know.
Oh, that would be more like a roadblock.
Okay.
Roadblock. Remember that? Roadblock.
Yeah. Yes. I was thinking like una piedra en el zapato, you know.
Oh, no. That's different.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Now
was
let's go. I'm sorry.
I was putting similar or something like that.
Okay, I'm glad we clarified that. Let's go and review the transcript. Are you ready?
Right. Okay. Daniel, hi there. Marsha, good morning, Daniel. Daniel, oh, Dan, please. Marsha, I'm Marsha Boardman. We spoke on the phone and this is Philip Hart, our CEO. Philip, hello. Daniel, nice to meet you both. Philip, so it says here on your CV that you are interested in rock climbing. Daniel, yeah, I love it. Philip, great, so do I. When did you last go climbing? Daniel, well, it was a while ago now. Philip, anywhere interesting? Daniel, yeah. I walked up the hill behind my house. Took me 30 minutes. Philip, oh, okay. Marsha, okay. Daniel, can you tell us a little bit about your current position? Daniel, certainly. As it says in the CV, I'm part of the European sales team at Network. We are the world's leading supplier of IT hardware. Philip, why do you want to move on? Daniel, well, they are too small for me. Okay. Marsha, network are too small for you? Daniel, yeah, I'm looking for something much bigger. Philip, we are not a big company by any means, but we are looking to grow. What first attracted you to webware in particular? Daniel, well, I see webware as a kind of like a stepping stone. Marsha, sorry? Yeah, start here, gain the necessary experience, then move on to something bigger. Oh my God. Phil, okay, well, I do admire your ambition. Daniel, thanks. I've got lots of it, man. Marsha, let's move on to managing people. Can you give an example of a time when you had to deal with a particular difficult managing? Daniel, sure. Well, I think that's one of my strong points, actually. A couple of years ago, I was working with a guy. He wasn't pulling his weight, basically being lazy, so I told him to get out. Okay, my friend. This definitely is not the guy. Okay, Marsha. Oh, you didn't give him a performance review or a warning, or perhaps try to develop his motivation? Daniel, no, 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 no. No of that rubbish. If someone's not working hard enough, then they are out. That's the way I work. I'm a hard man. Marcia, I see. Philip, how would you handle a rapidly changing market? Daniel, basically not change anything at all. Just continue on as normal, regardless. Marcia, according to your CV, you're fluent in Mandarin. Daniel, well, I wouldn't say fluent exactly, but I like Chinese food a lot, so I can read the menu. Fuck my life, dude. Philip, so you can actually speak the language? No. Marsha, can you tell us about a time you had to close a particular challenging deal? Daniel, I haven't had one. They are all easy for me. I close deals all the time. Okay. Um, a little bit down. Okay. Marsha, okay, well, do you have any questions for us? Daniel, no. Philip, okay, thanks. Let's move on to the presentation. My God, dude, this is
Okay.
okay.
So what's up? What is your impression of what you just read?
He's a jerk. I don't know how much. He's a liar. He is putting stuff on his CV that he doesn't know how to do it. He basically said to those people that he's going to use them and then he's going to move for something better. So no, man, everything is is bad, fucked up. So of course they wouldn't contract him. I wouldn't also.
Okay. So all right, but it's not all. Let's go over the video. You ready?
Ready, let's do it.
Give me just a second. Let's watch the video. Give me just a sec.
Hi there.
Good morning, Daniel.
Oh, Dan, please.
I'm Marcia Baldwin. We spoke on the phone, and this is Philip Hart, our CEO.
Hello. Nice to meet you both. So, it says here on your CV that you're interested in rock climbing. Yeah, I love it. Great. So do I. When did you last go climbing? Well, it was a while ago now. Anywhere interesting? Yeah, I walked up the hill behind my house. It took me about 30 minutes.
Okay, Daniel, can you tell us a little bit about your current position?
Certainly. As it says in the CV, I'm part of the European sales team at NetWorld. We're the world's leading supplier of IT hardware. Why do you want to move on? Well, they're too small for me.
NetWorld are too small for you.
Yeah, I'm looking for something much bigger. Well, we're not a big company by any means, but we are looking to grow. What first attracted you to webware in particular? Well, I see webware as kind of like a stepping stone.
Sorry?
Yeah, start here, gain the necessary experience, and then move on to something bigger. Okay. Well, I do admire your ambition. Thanks, I've got lots of it.
Let's move on to managing people. Can you give an example of a time when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managee?
Sure, well, I think that's one of my strong points, actually. A couple of years ago, I was working with a guy who wasn't pulling his weight, basically being lazy, so I told him to get out.
Didn't give him a performance review or a warning, or perhaps try to develop his motivation?
No, none of that rubbish. If someone's not working hard enough, then they're out. That's the way I work. I'm a hard man.
I see.
How would you handle a rapidly changing market? Basically, not change anything at all. Just continue on as normal, regardless.
According to your CV, you are fluent in Mandarin.
Well, I wouldn't say fluent exactly, but I like Chinese food a lot, so I can read the menu.
My God.
Can't actually speak the language. No.
Can you tell us about a time you had to close a particularly challenging deal?
I haven't had one. They're all easy for me. I close deals all the time.
Okay, well, do you have any questions for us?
No. Oh. Hey. Thanks.
Let's move on to the presentation.
Philip, look at his face.
My
Thanks.
friend, that's the worst interview I have ever seen.
Really? That could be worse.
I don't know if it could be worse. The man did everything wrong.
Okay, let's go over some true and false. Number
Okay.
one.
Daniel's rock climbing experience is impressive. That's false. Daniel thinks that he should be working in a bigger company than NetWorld. That's true. Daniel expects to work at webware for a long time. That's false. Marcia is impressed by Daniel's person management skill. That's false also. Daniel has good ideas about how to handle a rapidly changing situation in the market. That's false. Daniel speaks Mandarin Chinese well. False.
He knows the menu, man.
Yes, dude. Well, he can read menu fluently. Daniel thinks that closing deals is very easy. That's true. Daniel's interview performance is good overall. That's false. Totally false.
Okay.
Okay.
So put the tips in the correct groups. What I'm gonna do is just the do's in green.
Okay.
What are in green?
Ask questions, definitely.
Mhm.
Highlight your strengths, of course.
Okay.
Develop your answers with details and explanations. Give examples of things you have done in your career.
Okay, and don'ts?
Well,
All that
everything.
is left.
Yes.
What about show your interest in the company and the job?
That's a
Would be a
must.
do, right?
Yes, that's a do.
Good. Okay. So mention plans to quit this company is a don't. Criticize your current job or colleagues strongly, a don't. Show
Yes.
negative qualities, carelessness or arrogance is a don't. Say things that are untrue is a big don't. Give short answers that lack details. It's a don't, right?
Right. Yes, of course.
Now, what were Daniel's good and bad points? What should he do to improve his interview performance?
Well, first of all, he should say the truth
Mhm.
of who he is. Say his real hobbies, and he shouldn't be too cocky. So yes, he should stay humble. He should show some interest in the company and not also showing interest because he want to use them in order to get something better. He should remark his strong points, strengths. Sorry, he should
Yes.
remark strengths. So he didn't at all. He just talked. So I think that that's for a start. That's
Okay.
for, and because he seems doesn't have any logic on what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about because he's talking about when they ask him a question because about the emerging markets, what
Mhm.
would be a good plan or a good follow-up for a strategy. So he said, "Oh, I don't know, dude, whatever." He said a
Yes.
dumb answer.
He's
He put a
avoiding he's avoiding the questions and just giving short answers.
yes,
As
and dumb
if
answer.
I don't need to explain anything. I know how to do it.
Yes, yes, that.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yes, he really needs to improve in everything.
Of course. Remember, this is a director position, so you need to give us many details as you can, right?
Yes, your experience, everything you can do, all you can manage, also showing leadership, which he doesn't. So yes,
Okay, good. So let's try another exercise. Are you ready?
ready.
Let's do another one. Okay. So now the next candidate, Sarah, goes for her interview. How will she do? We don't know. We're going to find out. But before that, let's do some vocabulary. To
Okay.
diversify.
To diversify, it is to become more varied or make something more varied.
Okay. Picky.
Picking, hard to please or satisfy, knowing what you want or like and not accepting anything else.
Okay. Voluntary work.
Work that is unpaid, often to charity organizations.
Technicalities.
Technicalities. Precise or technical details in a contract.
Okay. To pull something off.
Um, to do something successful.
That's correct. To move on.
To leave a job.
Carbon footprint.
It is, let me see, the amount of carbon dioxide produced by somebody or something.
And temperament.
A prevailing or dominant quality of mind that characterizes somebody.
Okay, yes. So, any questions on the vocabulary?
No, I don't think
No
I have any.
questions? Let's go
Yes.
over the transcript. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Marcia. Hi, Sarah. I'm Marcia Boardman. We spoke on the phone. Sarah. Oh, yes, I remember. I was having a bad day. Marcia. This is Philip Hart, our CEO. Philip, hello. Sarah. It is very nice to meet you both. Philip. It says on your CV that you do voluntary work. Sarah. Well, when I have time, yes, I do work at a center for children with difficulties. Philip, that must be very interesting. Sarah, it's rewarding and challenging. Marcia, Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your current position? Sarah, I'm assistant sales director for a change of language schools.
A
Philip,
chain. Chain.
a chain. Oh, okay. A chain for language schools. Philip, so this post would be quite a change then. Sarah, I don't think so, honestly, because the skills are the same despite the product. Marcia, why are you thinking of moving on? Sarah, well, I have come as far as I can in my current position. I feel, and I'm 28 now, and would love to take on some more responsibility. Marcia, okay, let's move on to managing people. Can you give us an example of when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managing? Sarah, well, yes, I had two people working for me who didn't get along at well. They had no shared values, different temperaments, and used to argue a lot. It looked like it was impossible for them to work together. So I sat down with them and we talked about their differences and their problems. And after what things went much more smoothly.
Smooth. Smoothly.
Smoothly, okay? Smoothly. Philip, how would you deal with a rapidly changing and uncertain global market? Sarah, oh, that's actually something I wanted to talk about in my presentation, but I had to say stay flexible and to diversify markets and sales strategies. Okay. Marcia, it says on your CV you speak French and Spanish. Yes, I do. I lived in both France and Spain for a while. Philip, any plans to learn other languages? Sarah, I had loved to try, or I would love to try. Okay, can you tell us about a time you had to close a particularly challenging deal? Sarah, well, the biggest contract I won and the thing I'm most proud of professionally was with a large university in India to provide language training. The contract was full of technicalities and the client was very picky, but I still pull it off. Marcia, okay, do you have any questions for us? Sarah, yes, about your ethical policy and your carbon footprint. I was wondering whether you are planning to reduce your carbon footprint and whether all your products are ethically sourced. Philip, that's a very good question, and that's something we are moving towards at the moment. Marcia, okay, well, let's move on to the presentation.
Okay.
Okay,
So, any questions on vocabulary?
no, I don't think I have any questions.
No?
Yes.
All right, let's watch the video.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, Sarah. I'm Marcia Boardman. We spoke on the phone? Oh, yes, I remember. I was having a bad day. And this is Philip Hart, our CEO.
Hello.
Hello, it's very nice to meet you both.
It says on your CV that you do voluntary work.
Well, when I have time.
Okay, well, before we continue, so she started with a handshake before she sat down.
Yes. Yes,
What
she
did
did.
the other guy do different?
He just sat down and like with a cocky position, you know, like he grew up on the
Okay.
chair. Dude.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
It says on your CV that you do voluntary work.
Well, when I have time, yes, I do work at a centre for children with difficulties.
That must be very interesting.
It's rewarding and challenging. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your current position? I'm Assistant Sales Director for a chain of language schools.
So this post would be quite a change then.
I don't think so, honestly, because the skills are the same despite the product. Why are you thinking of moving on? Well, I've come as far as I can in my current position, I feel, and I'm 28 now and would love to take on some more responsibility. Okay, let's move on to managing people. Can you give us an example when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managee? Well, yes, I had two people working for me who didn't get along at all. They had no shared values, different temperaments, and used to argue a lot. It looked like it was impossible for them to work together. So I sat down with them and we talked about their differences and their problems. And after that, things went much more smoothly.
How would you deal with a rapidly changing and uncertain global market?
Oh, that's actually something I wanted to talk about in my presentation. But I'd say to stay flexible and to diversify markets and sales strategies. It says in your CV you speak French and Spanish. Yes, I do. I lived in both France and Spain for a while.
Any plans to learn other languages?
I'd love to try. Okay. Can you tell us about a time you had to close a particularly challenging deal? Well, the biggest contract I won and the thing I'm most proud of professionally was with a large university in India to provide language training. The contract was full of technicalities and the client was very picky, but I still pulled it off. Okay. Do you have any questions for us? Yes, about your ethical policy and your carbon footprint. I was wondering whether you are planning to reduce your carbon footprint and whether all your products are ethically sourced.
That's a very good question. And that's something we're moving towards at the moment.
Okay, well, let's move on to the presentation.
Okay, are you familiar with what she said about your sources being ethically sourced?
No, my friend.
Okay. I learned this since I have been working in the automobile industry.
Okay.
But, for example, our clients currently, for example, Volkswagen, Ford, Caterpillar, John Deere, Stellantis, which has Peugeot, Fiat, all of those brands, whenever they ask you to source or to give a quote for a certain product, they tell you, I need confirmation that your suppliers meet these policy, these this code of ethics. Some examples are, for example, in pollution, they have a certification that they meet certain criteria for emissions. And also, and most important, a lot of them, if not most of them or all of them, they require that your suppliers do not get products that involve child labor.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's very
Because you can buy a product from China or I don't know, anywhere, but what's
Yeah.
behind the product? Everything
Good.
behind it, everything.
Yes, dude. I once saw a documentary on Netflix that it was called The Real Cost of Things.
Mhm.
Maybe it's really interesting, and they showed there how people in India and on China are exploding. Also,
Exactly.
as you said.
That's the reason. And that's a pretty good question. And you can see Philip's face like, okay,
We are going to
so
work on
Marsha,
that.
where did you get this girl?
Yes. Oh, yes, dude. He
Okay.
really did great on his interview. On her.
All right. So let's go into the true and false.
Okay, let's do it. Sarah has some experience of doing voluntary work. That's true. Okay, Sarah's role at the moment is assistant sales director. That's true also.
Mhm.
Sarah thinks that the new job would involve very different skills from her current job. That's false. Sarah wants a new job because she has too much responsibility in her current job. That's false. When two of her current staff had problems with each other, Sarah helped improve the situation. That's true. Sarah thinks it's useful to diversify business strategies. That's true. Sarah won a scholarship to go to university in India. No, that's false. She didn't want a scholarship. She closed
No,
it.
she closed a deal in a university in India.
Yes, so it is false. Sarah is interested in environmental issues. That's true.
Good. Circle the best answer to the interview questions.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your current position? Something, and I got it. That's C. I'm assistant sales director for a change of language schools.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2.
Why are you thinking of moving on? And B.
Okay. 3.
Can you give us an example of when you had to deal with a particular difficult managing? C. Okay. How would you deal with a rapidly changing and uncertain global market? That's A. Any plans to learn other languages? I would love to try. B.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for us? B also.
Yes. Okay. So what were Sarah's good and bad points?
Okay, I think the good points were she really spoke the truth.
Mhm.
She was talking about with great details about her experience in his currently job.
Mhm.
She remarked well, no, I think that she should do a better job on it.
Okay.
So she was very ethical and she was very polite with the interviewers. The thing that I think that she should improve is that she didn't show enough her strength. So I think that she should show more.
Okay.
And I think also that she should show more interest in the job, because she only said that she wanted the job because she didn't have enough. Well, he was stuck in his current position. So I
Correct.
think that she should show more interest about it.
And maybe it's related to what I believe. Since she has no previous experience in IT sales, maybe that's why she doesn't have much to say.
Well, yes, could be. It could be, but maybe she could like remark more his projects and also the leadership part, like soft skills.
Okay,
So maybe she could talk a little bit more about it.
exactly. It's like, for example, if I ask you, Gonzalo, tell me about what you like best about working in a beer company. And
I'm
you can give
challenged.
me all kinds of details. But what if I tell you, can you tell me what you enjoy about bottling sodas?
No. Well, the process
Are
is
you
main.
gonna tell me that it's gonna be it's the same skill you're bottling? Yes and
Um,
no.
yes and no, because well, you have to know about chemistry and you have to know about the
Yes.
process,
Uh-huh.
but you can all that you can study. So yes and no, because you have the current knowledge to study and to make it easy for you to understand, but it's not the same process as beer.
Exactly. No. Beer is much more complex.
Yes, dude. Yes, it is.
Mhm. You have to cook it before you blend it and bottle
Yes,
it.
and the difference is that the fermentation process, because I think
You have to mix it, then cook it, then
that,
bottle it, right?
yes,
Wait
yes,
for it and then bottle it. Sodas, you mix it, you bottle it, and that's it.
but I think that you also cook sodas or not. You do a most like a
Um,
most in sodas.
no, not really. Well, what you have to cook is your sugar.
Okay,
If you buy standard sugar, you need to cook it to
oh,
clarify it.
you just mix the syrup with some.
Yes. For example, Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola, they give you the main ingredient, the syrup, the concentration.
Yes, and you mix that with
Uh-huh.
some artificial
Mhm.
colorant,
Yes.
just sugar, and that's all. Then you
It doesn't
send.
change, man. It's like McDonald's. They give you everything, you just sell it.
Okay, you have just to follow the
Mhm.
recipe.
Coca-Cola sells the cubitainers. Have you seen the cubitainers?
No.
Uh, let me see if I can show you the cubitainers. They are, they're weird. Well, not weird, but they're like small squares.
Okay.
Yes, and you've seen them. Look, I'll show you. And they have the main syrup, and they have a sticker like this one. They have a
Oh,
sticker.
yes, I have
They
seen
have a
it.
sticker that says acid. Do not touch.
Okay. Yes, I have seen it.
Something like
I
this. Yeah, something like this. Like this one. Yeah, for sure. Like this one. Boom.
yes.
And it has a big logo, Coca-Cola.
Oh my God. Okay. So you have the syrup there and
Syrup,
you
syrup.
syrup, syrup, and you just put everything on that box to the.
Yeah, you have to mix it.
Oh, okay. So it's also dosified already. You just put it all.
Well, you have to dissolve it.
Hmm.
You have to follow up Coca-Cola company's policy
But
for
the
quality control.
measure is one box per
I don't know.
tank.
I'm not sure, my friend. Remember, I was in the maintenance department and project management.
Yes, I know that. I know that. I was
I
just
was
curious.
not in the quality part.
Yes, I was just curious about it.
I'm not
Oh,
sure, to be honest. I wish I could have been in different areas, but I had enough work to worry about mine.
good maintenance is really hard for. I think that is. I think that is the hardest division ever in whatever you are doing.
Well, because you take orders, you don't ask.
Mm,
You just have to fix things when other people just unfix them.
but dude, every day you have something to fix. Every day is
Oh,
like a problem, a big problem. It's like you are incendiado every time,
right.
every hour. At
Mhm.
least that's what I see on the maintenance department.
That is correct.
Yes, dude. It's a really hard work.
You love it and hate it at the same time, man. I know. It's crazy. Okay,
Yeah, dude.
for next episode, Sarah
Okay.
and Daniel make their presentations. Will they impress the interviewers? Let's see.
Let's see.
Vocabulary first. Brand awareness.
Let me see. Okay, let's pass to the other one. Market research. The gathering and analyzing of information about what consumers want.
Okay.
Okay.
Consolidation.
Consolidation. To bringing together of many things into a single unit.
Mhm.
That would be F. Okay.
An appointment.
And it is
We can move on to the next one. A cash cow.
cash cow. Okay, let me see. Okay, number 6, it's A.
Okay. Outside the box. Check
Outside
it
the
out.
box.
Outside the box thinking, blue sky thinking.
Okay, blue sky thinking, that's new.
Speculative results.
Okay, speculative results. Results that are not totally certain because they are
Yeah, you
based.
speculate, right? You're guessing.
A SWOT analysis is number B. Aspects, strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats.
Strengths,
So,
weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
yes, and threats. That's B.
B. Okay, let's see. Let's go to brand awareness.
The extent to which the public are aware of a product, company, or brand.
Yes. For example, what happens if you see a check mark? You know it's Nike.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What happens
Or
if you see an Apple?
Apple.
Mac. Yeah, you know the brand, right? You know that's a good brand.
Yes.
What about if you see a bottle? A Coca-Cola, right?
Oh,
A soft
yes.
drink.
Something red. Yes.
A red, yes. Or blue, Pepsi.
Pepsi. Yes.
That's brand awareness.
Okay. Oh, okay. Understood. Totally understood.
What about an appointment?
Okay. An appointment should be a decision to give somebody a job.
Yes. And sometimes, for example, in England, an appointment, it's down to a decision to give somebody a job, an appointment. But
Okay.
in the Americas, an appointment means perhaps to go see a doctor, to see a teacher,
Yeah,
Right?
that's why I was confused. I was
Mhm. So we
uh,
have different connotations towards the meaning, right?
okay. Yes, yes, we have
And a cash cow.
a highly profitable business or product.
Okay, so why a cash cow? Think about a cow, and you know this one. How many things can you get from a cow?
A lot. Yes.
So yes, a cash cow.
Okay. Understood.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's see. Let's go into the transcript. Are you ready?
Ready. Let's do
Okay.
this. Daniel, when I was asked to do a presentation on where webware is going and what I can do to help it get there, my first thought was simple. Me. Oh, fuck. Okay. As you have already seen, I have got a lot of skills and the right kind of personality needed to do a job like this. Here's a slide I made. You see that? That's my sales team. They love me, certainly going to be sad to me leave. Outside the box thinking, that's what I have got. Sarah. Okay, to start with, I did a careful SWOT analysis using the data I had available, which is obviously only partial. I look at aspects such as competitors, online visibility, changing technologies, and R&D. On the basis of this, I believe webware should carry out some carefully market research, strengthen its brand awareness in secondary markets, and improve the flexibility of its offer. If this produces positive results, I think it should be possible to maintain the premium pricing policy. Daniel, here's the sales figure for the last job I did. All down to me. Blue sky thinking. Finally, to finish my presentation, I had like to play you a song I wrote. My God. Philip, okay, that's enough. Thanks, Daniel. Daniel, great. So does that I mean I've got the job? Marsha, well, we'll be in touch over the next 5 days to let you know. Daniel, okay, great, thank you. Sarah, this is how I predict a sales pattern would go. I have to emphasize these are only speculative results at the moment. The keywords are caution, adaptability, and consolidation of main product lines. Webwares, cash cows, if you like. It is important to be flexible, yet reliable. Oh, and another thing is you need to improve the delivery times on your online orders. I hope all that's clear. Do you have any questions? Philip, no, thank you, Sarah. That's all very clear. You have given us quite a lot to think about there. Marsha, yeah, thanks a lot, Sarah. We'll be in touch over the next few days to let you know about the appointment. Sarah, thank you both for your time. It's been a pleasure meeting both of you. Marsha, bye-bye. Sarah, bye. Philip, bye. Sarah, bye.
Okay, so any questions about the transcript?
No, I don't think I have any questions.
No? So let's watch the video. You ready?
Ready, let's do it.
When I was asked to do a presentation on where webware is going and what I can do to help it get there, my first thought was simple: me. As you've already seen, I've got a lot of skills and the right kind of personality needed to do a job like this. Here's a slide I made. You see that? That's my sales team. They love me. Certainly going to be sad to see me leave. Outside the box thinking, that's what I've got.
Okay, to start with, I did a careful SWOT analysis using the data I had available, which is obviously only partial. I looked at aspects such as competitors, online visibility, changing technologies, and R&D. On the basis of this, I believe WebWare should carry out some careful market research, strengthen its brand awareness in secondary markets, and improve the flexibility of its offer. If this produces positive results, I think it should be possible to maintain premium pricing policy.
Here's the sales figures for the last job I did. All down to me. Blue sky thinking. Finally, finish my presentation. I'd like to play you a song I wrote. Okay. Thanks, Daniel. Great. So does that mean I've got the job?
Oh, we'll be in touch over the next 5 days to let you know.
Okay, great. Thank you.
This is how I predict a sales pattern would go. I have to emphasize these are only speculative results at the moment. The keywords are caution, adaptability, and consolidation of main product lines. WebWare's cash cows, if you like. It's important to be flexible, yet reliable. Oh, and another thing is you need to improve the delivery times on your online orders. I hope all that's clear. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you, Sarah. That's all very clear. There's quite a lot to think about there.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sarah. We'll be in touch over the next few days to let you know about the appointment. Thank you both for your time. It's been a pleasure meeting both of you. Bye-bye. Bye.
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 So what do you think?
Dude, I still think Daniel is a jerk.
Well, you need to select the correct song.
But something positive is that he has a lot of self-confidence that maybe Sarah doesn't have. So I think that she should have more self-confidence, but not in a cocky way, you know,
Right.
like Daniel.
Okay.
So, yes.
Awesome. So now let's go into the true and false. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Number one.
Daniel lacks self-confidence in his presentation. That's false.
Mhm.
Okay. Sarah was carefully studied the company situation. That's true. Sarah has some suggestions about what the company should do. That's true also. Daniel talks mainly about himself. That's true. Daniel's presentation style is quite formal. No, that's false.
Okay.
Sarah seems professional. That's true. Sarah invites the interviewers to ask her questions about the presentation. That's true. Both Daniel and Sarah make a good presentation of the interviewers. Impression, sorry. Of the interviewers. That's false.
Only Sarah, right?
Yes. Only Sarah.
Okay. Put the presentation tips in the correct groups. So remember, do green.
Okay. Research the company beforehand.
That's correct.
Show interest in the company and job.
Mhm.
Make eye contact with all interviewers. Show that you have skills the job needs. Allow time for questions.
And the don'ts?
Talk mostly about yourself. Be too casual or informal. Ask if you have got the job. I don't know. I have to. What about be relaxed, serious, and professional? That's a do.
That's a do. What about this one?
That's a do also.
Okay,
Aesthetic goals.
yes, that's correct.
Yes.
So that we have more do's than don'ts.
Yes, friend.
Okay, good. Okay, so whose presentation impressed you more and why?
Of course, Sarah. I was impressed because she really prepared for the presentation. She did a careful study of the company regarding she didn't work inside there. So I think that she was more prepared. She was very polite, and she made also good points to improve of the company. So I think that Sarah was very impressive.
That's correct, yes. And well, she did study the company, right?
Yes, she did. She
Okay,
studied.
awesome. Let's go over the last assignment. Are you ready?
Okay, ready, my friend.
Mhm. So Philip and Marcia discussed the two candidates who will get the job. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over some vocabulary first. References.
Um, Pins of writing material. Okay, let's go to the other one. Convincing. Okay, now references is C. Letters or statements. Okay, convincing is F. Able to persuade somebody that would you think is true.
Okay. Persuade is the key, right?
Yes.
What about
So,
a rejection letter?
H. Alert to tell a job applicant that they have not got the job.
On paper.
On paper, it is in a piece of writing in theory and not in reality.
Okay.
Okay.
Counterfactual.
Counterfactual. Okay. Let's go to number 6. Vague. It's untrue or inaccurate. Arrogant is no, sorry. Vague is unclear, lacking detail.
Okay.
Arrogant is believing that you are better or more important than other people.
And what about self-assured?
That's relaxed feeling or showing confidence in your own abilities.
Yes.
So counterfactual, untrue or inaccurate.
We say that in Spanish contraproducente. So we learned something new about counterfactual.
Okay, understood.
Okay. It's the same, but it has more of a meaning than just the one you mentioned. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go over the transcript.
Okay. Philip, so what do you think? Marsha, well, between Sarah Timms and Daniel Watson, I think the choice is pretty obvious. Well, so do I. Watson looked so good on paper. Marsha, but he seemed very good when I first spoke to him too. Philip, first impressions often lie. Marsha, indeed. I think a lot of his CV was, how shall we say, counterfactual. Philip, yes, it just wasn't true. You should never lie on your CV. Marsha, he had very good reference though, very strange. Philip, I guess some people just like that sort of style, but he wouldn't fit with us. I mean, it's important to be confident, but he was overconfident. Marcia, I couldn't agree more. His body language was all wrong. He came across as arrogant. Philip, then he gave very vague answers. No specific details of what exactly he had done in his job. Marcia, where are Sarah Teams? Philip knew exactly what she was talking about. Yes, she was very convincing, self-assured, but not arrogant. Philip, she had clearly done some research on the company and knew what she was talking about. Marcia, oh, I thought her presentation was excellent. Philip, yes, it was, but I'm a little worried about how much experience she has. Marcia, yes, true, but she seems very ready to take on the challenges the role would offer her. Philip, so do we give the job to Marcia? Sarah? Philip, yes, I agree entirely. Marcia, great. I'll phone her straight away offering the post and I'll write a reaction to Mr. Watson. Philip, okay.
All right. Any questions about this dialogue?
No, I don't think I have any question.
No? Okay. So let's watch the video then.
Okay, let's do it.
So, what did you think?
Well, between Sarah Timms and Daniel Watson, I think the choice is pretty obvious.
Yes, so do I. Watson looked so good on paper.
But he seemed very good when I first spoke to him too.
First impressions often lie.
Indeed. I think a lot of his CV was, how shall we say, counterfactual.
Yes, it just wasn't true. You should never lie on your CV.
Very good references though. Very strange.
I guess some people just like that sort of style. But he wouldn't fit in with us. I mean, it's important to be confident, but he was overconfident.
I couldn't agree more. His body language was all wrong. He came across as arrogant.
Then he gave very vague answers. No specific details of what exactly he'd done in his job.
Whereas Sarah
Knew
Timms,
exactly what she was talking about.
yes, she was very convincing, self-assured but not arrogant.
She'd clearly done some research on the company and knew what she was talking about.
Oh, I thought her presentation was excellent.
Yes, it was. But I am a little worried about how much experience she has.
Yes, true. But she seems very ready to take on the challenges the role would offer her.
So, who do we give the job to?
Sarah.
Yes, I agree entirely.
Great. I'll phone her straight away, offering the post, and I'll write a rejection to Mr. Watson.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you think?
It was the most accurate decision ever, dude.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So, so let's see. Let's go over some questioning. Circle the correct option to complete the sentences.
Okay. Philip and Marcia's first impressions of Daniel were very good. Some information on Daniel's CV was untrue. Okay. Daniel seemed as if he would fit in well with the company. Overconfident and arrogant. Okay, Daniel's answer lacked detail. Sarah was convincing and self-assured.
Okay, 6.
6. And Daniel showed they had research. Sarah showed that they had researched the company.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was Sarah. Okay.
Yes. It
What
was
about 7?
7, Philip. Um, doubts whether Sarah had enough experience for the
Okay.
job. Philip and Marsha. Definitely prefer Sarah over Daniel for the job.
Okay. That's correct. Okay. So let's see. Put the adjectives in the correct groups, positive and negative. Let's
Okay.
talk about positive in green.
Okay, self-assured, it is
Okay.
positive. Well prepared,
Mhm.
also. Confident, honest, and convincing.
Yes, convincing is always a good trait.
Yes.
Negative, dishonest,
Honest.
underprepared, arrogant, unconfident, and overconfident.
Yes.
Discussion. Do you agree with Philip and Marsha's decision?
Of course, dude. I think that only a crazy one shouldn't be agree with that. It's going to be or disagree with that. It is because, well, Sarah showed everything. She showed that she was well prepared. She showed confident. She showed convincing. She showed knowledge. She showed experience, interest for working on the company, not just
Right.
only using them. So I think that, yes, I really agree with Philip and Marsha's decision.
That's correct. Yes. Awesome. So, any questions regarding the exercise, Gonzalo?
No, I
It
don't.
was
I
a
don't.
good practice today, right?
Yes, it was, dude. A lot of
Awesome.
practice and a good practice.
All right. So, this is it, man. You will start next week doing some more practice. Okay.
Okay, my friend.
And yes, but I will look at the information that you shared with me and give me just a chance to read them, and I'll give you my input. Okay.
Okay, my friend. Yes, and please, if you can give it a glimpse, so I can maybe improve tomorrow some essays. And if you have the time, maybe we can connect also tomorrow night and have a chit
Yes.
talk.
Yes. Sure. Yeah. No problem, man.
I can.
Count on it.
Yes.
Count on it. Okay. And keep in touch. Send me text. We'll keep in touch and keep me posted when you take the test.
Yes, my friend. So yes, you keep me posted if tomorrow we can just, I don't know, maybe we can have a Zoom and we can talk and have a chit talk. So also that would help me to having the English chip on my brain, you know?
Awesome. You got it. Yes, for sure, man. No problem.
Okay,
We'll
my
do
friend.
that.
I really appreciate everything, dude.
No problem, Gonzalo.
We'll
I wish you the
definitely
best,
contact.
and I know you will do pretty good. But do not stop practicing. Okay.
Okay, my friend. Yes, tomorrow is all day long. All day long.
Remember, when you take the test, it's about speed. It's about speed. It's about how fast can you answer.
And precision, right?
Yes, you have to be fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
All right,
Got
man.
it.
So have a good night. Don't
Have
be
a
a
good night,
stranger.
friend.
We'll keep in touch. Okay.
Okay, let me know if we
Oh,
can meet.
before you go, can you help me with the survey?
Of course, dude. Of course. Ready.
And there's another one. Remember, there's always
Yes, dude. I
there's
was
always
missing.
a lot of them at the end. I know, man. I know, but rules are rules. You know that.
I know that they are there for breaking down.
They're there for a reason. So yes.
Yes, they are there for a reason.
Thanks so much, sir. Have a great
Thank
night.
you,
Take it
dude.
easy. Tomorrow is another day. Okay.
Okay, my friend. Have a great night too.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye. Big hug, dude.
Thank you.